everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching like my coaching anywhere on the internet, and nobody cares about their clients like I do, and nobody spends as much time on and with their clients like I do. I am so excited to announce that in addition to my coaching, the links are below to two most important coaching packages that you'll ever encounter under the sun. One is audio exchange and the other one is telephone unlimited sessions, which means 2 to 3 times per week communicating to me via audio or via telephone sessions. And I'm really excited to announce that I have just begun recording my first audiobook. And I call it audiobook because a lot of people have reached out to me about my audios that I had for sale, and I decided that is not the kind of coach I want to be, as per my previous audio that I have recorded on this channel. I want to be a coach that makes a difference, that has impact on the world. And even if you can't come into my coaching, you can do this audiobook. It's an amalgamation of all the teachings and profound instructions in detail that I correspond with my clients on day in and day out. It's pretty precise, pretty profound. It consists of 6 chapters dedicated to becoming the ultimate master manifestor. And so the audiobook, the link is below. Right now, as I speak, I have 4 chapters recorded. I have 2 more to go. The last 2, don't you know, will be more profound than everything else, just about, as we increase in frequency along the audiobook. But I'm really, really happy that I got inspired to do that, because I would rather somebody who, let's just say, cannot afford, in quotation marks, my coaching, but can do this, will get a lot of benefit, and then will realize that the value that I bring in my coaching for extra amount of dollars is immeasurable. It's something that you cannot put a price on. Interacting with your coach on a regular basis is an enormous amount of benefit to you. And so this I put out for people. Again, this is a tier of coaching, if you will. Somebody who can just listen, take instruction, take understanding, listen to it over and over again. It's copyright protected, by the way. You do not get to share this. You do not get to post this anywhere. Okay, otherwise you'll be in trouble, deep trouble. This is my first audiobook. It is all channeled. It is all spoken. I literally did not take a single note other than bullet points in these things. And that's how I operate best. There are a lot of golds and diamonds in those recordings. I advise you to pre-book. And even though not everything is uploaded at the moment, I can always send you the last 2 chapters once I receive your booking through your email. Okay, there's a lot of exercising to do in those audios. My coaching, as I say in every single one of my recordings, it takes 2 to 3 months minimum to cover. And so we skip over the personal part, where usually the person shares with me their history, mom, dad, siblings, stepmom, etc., or, guardians. And so we go directly to beliefs. It's a very exciting thing for me to share, because I really wanted to have something of value for people who cannot come into my coaching. And so this is for you. You're welcome. This is for Thanksgiving, Christmas or Hanukkah for you. And this is to show that I truly care for everybody. And I really want you to succeed. And the ultimate idea, of course, is to come into coaching with me because, as I said, there's nothing like the coaching. Holding hands with a coach throughout your journey is bar none. It just doesn't exist anywhere on the internet. The most you will get is some coach who's probably well qualified, and has written books and done seminars, etc., but doesn't offer you anything other than a weekly Zoom session for an hour, taking no notes after you. I take an extraordinary amount of notes after each and every single one of my clients. Literally, I transcribe your audios, I transcribe our conversations and pick everything apart, listen to it more than once, which is why I record everything. I record obviously the audios are recorded, I record our conversations. I'm genuinely interested in this work, and this is why I'm the best that there is. Truly, I am. And it is not bragging on me specifically as a person, it's bragging on my practice, on my process. There's no way you can understand somebody if you don't spend the time on this person. It's as simple as that. If you have any questions about my coaching, please email me directly below and let's discuss what you have going on. Additionally, if before booking my coaching, which I advise you to do as soon as you can, you want to book an hour conversation with me, you can do that in order to understand that I am your kind of coach. But I come well pre-advertised. There are over 200 audios/videos on my channel in order for you to make up your mind. So like I said, the last chapters of the audiobook will be uploaded by the end of tonight. The subject of today is the power of knowing. You're constantly manufacturing reality with thoughts, images, assumptions, and beliefs. Now, what if I told you that all of this is under your control entirely? Yes, even the assumptions. Yes, even the thoughts. Yes, even the beliefs. As you design your reality, you dictate the world, the universe around you. You dictate everyone and everything. No one can intimidate you, frighten you, or put you down, discourage you. You will look at them as fools, not knowing anything. And this is exactly the premise from which I start coaching. There's only you in the room. There's only you in the universe. Get used to it. Is it lonely? Perhaps. Is it empowering? Fuck yes. Has it always been like this? Fuck yes. Get used to it, like I said. Get behind the wheel and never be in the passenger seat again. The power of knowing is truly coming from the inside of the house. And I really mean from inside of your consciousness. That I am all there is. And therefore my desires are all there is. Who on earth can stop you if God is for you? That's from the Bible. Who can be against you if God is for you? And this is completely the same idea. Who on earth can be against you if you are for you? The God that you seek is you. I would beg to differ with all the religious people. And I know this will blow in the face of everything you believe if you're religiously brought up. But things that you seek, the approval that you seek, the confirmation that you seek is from yourself. Okay, know thyself means know that you're God. There's lots of different passages in Bible that indicate profoundly and specifically that I am, consciousness I am, is God. I am God. Okay? Stand still and know that I am God. I am, consciousness is God. And so there's no other God to refer to other than yourself. So when you get together with this knowing and understanding that you and only you create your reality. There's no other God to pray to, beg, ask questions to, other than your decision. Then you come into a real knowing. Knowing of what? Knowing that, number one, you create your reality. Number two, that your desires are already complete and have always been complete. So we marry two ideas, that you are the God of your reality and that the parallel universe that you occupy in your thoughts, that the parallel realities that the universe is composed of and the parallel universe that you occupy in your thoughts whilst you're dreaming of your desires is real. If you understand that the parallel realities are real, they are real whether you like it or not. Get used to it. This is how the reality is structured. There's no other way to explain anything. You can explain it away with other things. There's no other way to explain anything away other than admitting to yourself once and for all, there's innumerable versions of reality, Earth, plural, innumerable versions of me, innumerable versions of my specific person, my money, career, this and that and the other. Once you understand that, life becomes easier. Why? Because you get to choose things. There's no one situation at hand. It's not like stuck in stone. No one is stuck ever. You get to choose things from the myriads of possibilities based on your preference. And so what it becomes is what you base your reality on is frankly on your intellect of expanding based on what you want, your preference, your awareness that you could do so, and your feelings about this new portal of reality. You really should download my audiobook. I gave some golden nuggets there that I don't even know who I was channeling at that point. I was channeling someone. There's that. I'm still with that person, consciousness, but I become, I don't know, a channel, and it came over me. This consciousness came over me as I was channeling my audiobook. Was like, I don't know this consciousness, but this is meant to come through. Okay, so the knowing has to be there. For example, if you do like some imaginary scenes with your SP, I don't mean imaginary scenes with them in particular. I mean imaginary scenes at a distance. These are my most fun to create. You imagine this person breaking up with the third party, having thoughts about you. You literally watching them in your imagination and seeing them experience certain feelings, certain scenes of breaking up with the third party, deciding that you're the one, etc. And it seems like it's in imagination, but it's real. It is real. There's nothing that is not real in the imagination. And the only reason why, for example, the third party stuck around is because you invited them to stick around for that long. If you don't engage with them, with emotion, meaning the third party, or any kind of problem, obstacle, for that matter, they will vanish. That problem will vanish. It will disappear. If you engage in the drama, trauma, panorama, it will continue. If you disengage, it will vanish and everything will turn in your favor. Ultimately, the knowing is that what you did in your mind is about to come true. There's no rechecking. There's no making sure. There's no doubting. Nothing. None of the kind. It's like if you understood this principle, your life would change forever. If you got up one morning and you took a hot bath, let's just say, as an example, would you wonder that you took it and you would take it all over again? No. You would just take the hot bath and went on your merry way, your merry day, and that would be the end of it. But some of you, a lot of you, feel like negotiating these things in your mind. Yes, I am the owner of my prized possessions, my fortune, and my SP and this and that. Well, no such thing is necessary. If you know something, you know it. You know your name, you know your eye color, you know your hair color. You know what you look like. You know everything in your reality. Now, how much negotiation does that entail? None. Zero. In the same manner, everything that you want right now to come about in your reality has to take on the same character of things, of the same feeling. Whereas if you want $1 million or you want your SP back or this and that, it's a done deal. That's how much negotiating you're doing. I do not negotiate. I'm already there. It's a knowing. A knowing means I'm done chasing, I'm done wanting, I'm done yearning, I'm done doing all that fucking bullshit that people do on the way to creating things once in a while, being kind of like a little bit silly, not understanding their godly power. And here I am. I am God. I know that this is mine. In fact, knowing is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. If you can really trick your system, I mean, I would really advise you to go through the coaching with me, or at least read my audiobook, like I said, to go through beliefs and forgiveness and understanding how you create your reality by scripting it and commanding it into place. But know that your understanding of this reality is an installation of art. And so whatever you really know you're secure about comes into fruition. If it's your understanding that, yes, I know that sometimes people betray me. Yes, I know sometimes people do this and that. This will become a knowing. Replace it. If you think that you know that you're not worth a lot of money, replace it. So it has to do with beliefs. It has to do with forgiveness. It has to do with different interpretation of reality, as it were. Until it becomes a knowing that something else it is that you know. You know that you're worth millions of dollars. You know that your SP is bound to come back. He's crazy or she's crazy about you. It's only a matter of time. In fact, everything you touch is gold, and everything you wish is bound to come true. If that is your knowing, you're unmatched and unparalleled in your manifestational game. Does it take work to get there? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. This is the ultimate. I would say the power of knowing is literally being on top of your game at the highest level. Because everything I know, in quotations, becomes reality. I can become the knower of something that I just choose right now, right here. I know that I'm about to receive, $100 million. And so my knowing becomes reality. And so pay attention to what you're knowing, to what you're believing, to what you're assuming. It literally dictates your life. It dictates everything that you're living, that you are, that you embody, that you're feeling. It goes like this. At a distance, you can control events, circumstances, and people by instructing them to know what you know. You're knowing that you're crazy about me, specific person. You're knowing this boss of mine that you're giving me a promotion. You're knowing that so-and-so is about to drop me some money. You're knowing that this amount of clients is about to come to your existence. You're knowing that if you quit your job and start your own company, you will be more successful than ever before. That's knowing. And so instruct your reality what it is you'd like to know. And the knowing comes with the shift, the gradual shift of experiencing reality on your terms. When you specifically manifest something that you decided There's no question in your mind. This is what I decided on my terms in the time frame that I decided, and here it is. You can manifest bigger and greater things from that point on because you can manifest that. That's the power of knowing. If you manifested somebody telling you something that they would not have done before on their own accord, or an apology or whatever it is, that was out of character for them, that's the power of knowing. In other words, manifesting things that are quote unquote unusual or something that you have not experienced before have to do with your power. This is how you show yourself the power of your creation. Some people choose to manifest feathers. If I manifest a feather right there and then, that shows me my power of creation. But how much more fun is it to create things that are literally demonstrative of the improvement of my life? And so whether it's money or the change in the person or in the career or whatever it is that you're working on right now, choose that as your demonstration of knowing, of your power. There is no such thing as a dire situation. There is no such thing as an impossible thing to do. Nothing is of limits. Nothing is of limits. The parallel reality concept allows you to experience absolutely everything and anything if you wanted to, but I would rather you zero in on your preference, on something that you actually prefer and would like to experience. Parenthesis here, the universe is always benevolent and will guide you ultimately, even though you're insisting on being destructive at some points in your life, or maybe doing so. The universe is always instructing you to be benevolent towards yourself. Because by being benevolent towards yourself, you're being benevolent towards others. And you're emitting a different kind of structure and vibration in the universe. I meant to share this dream, and I'm going to close with this. Actually, 2 audios earlier. I had this really strange dream the other night of the most luxurious house, luxurious bathrooms and rooms, etc. Every kind of commodity was provided for, every kind of service and this and that. And in my mind, I thought, I think I'm living under somebody else's, guidance here. Someone else is in charge. And sooner or later, they will come and take this away from me. For some reason, I was thinking this way in the dream. And through the dream, I've faced my fears. And it was really strange. The fear was there and then it disappeared. Meaning it wasn't really real. Some things appeared and then they disappeared because I made them disappear. But essentially, I was in this luxurious, magnificent house, and I was questioning whether or not I belonged there. And I think this is a metaphor for a lot of people where you are in this magnificent, luxurious house of the universe that you operate from, and you're asking yourself if you're deserving of it, conquering your fears, facing lots of situations where underneath it all, the construction of the universe is benevolent and luxurious and all belongs to you. Nobody's going to come and take it away from you. Only you can temporarily make it look like it's been taken away from you, but it's never actually taken away from you. Your SP not being here is only a temporary thing, an illusion that you've created for some reason for you to experience. And so you're playing out this fantasy in your mind in order to teach you something, to elevate your consciousness to a higher mind, to be a master manifestor at the end of that experience. In the end, though, the real story is that it all belongs to you. And that's the power of being a master manifestor, and that's the power of knowing. Thank you very much for listening. All the information for me is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.